What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Electric Tornado. Today we're going to be going over our weather forecast for the United States over the next few days or so. And so let's get into it. Today it is, let's see, what's today? Today is November 6th, 2025. And we got some weather to talk about, some pretty crazy weather as well. So let's get into it. So, firstly, let's start off with some of our cold fronts and low pressure systems and high pressure systems that we're having in the United States right now. So, first of all, we have a cold front moving through here right now. It's going this way. This cold front will move through this area pretty soon. It's going to move that way. We have a high pressure system right down here, high pressure system right there, and a high pressure system right here as well. So yeah, nothing too crazy is going on right now, as of right now. So we're gonna have a very big dip in with like our jet stream that we're gonna have. There's gonna be a polar vortex that's gonna come from Canada into the United States. It's gonna bring a lot of coldness to the United States. So this is what it's gonna look like. The date of when this is gonna happen is gonna be on the 10th of November, and yeah, it's going to be on the 10th of November. And it's just going to come down, like all of this cold air is just going to come down from Canada into the United States. We're going to start feeling it, though, starting on the 8th and 9th. But the cold air is just going to start coming down up here, and it's just kind of going to cause even colder air in here. And that's kind of what we're expecting with this cold air, but it's mostly going to be on the November 10th, but it can also be on the November 8th and November 9th too as well. But yeah, it's going to start, the coldness is going to start up here, and then it's going to work its way down here. So let's check out the temperature anomaly, show you guys what I mean. This is for today right now, but let's get into our temperature anomaly for the polar vortex. So you can see some of the cold air starting off in parts of northern Minnesota and eastern North Dakota, some of that cold stuff, and then you can really see the polar vortex starts dipping down into the United States on Sunday, on the 9th. And you can see how cold it gets and how much it just rapidly spreads across the United States. And this is the 10th of November. You can see, look at all of that coldness. That's just like really cold. This is called a polar vortex Arctic blast. And this is when we're gonna start firstly feeling the winter vibes. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty cold here on the 10th, 11th, and the 9th. So yeah, it's mostly going to be impacted Midwest and the Ohio Valley, and this is also going to bring some severe weather. So let's talk about severe weather next. So we just got done talking about how it was going to be really cold, including the states of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Nebraska, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Missouri, Arkansas, Mississippi, and Louisiana. We already talked about how it's going to be cold. It even includes Michigan and Wisconsin. It's even more than all those states. But we talked about how cold it's going to get, and that's going to bring some severe weather. So let's talk about some of the severe weather. So we're expecting severe weather tomorrow on November 7th, 2025, which is driven by this cold blast that's going to be coming down here pretty soon. It's also driven by some other stuff too. So you can see we have a slight risk and effect for Tennessee, pretty much near Nashville, and literally Clarksville is literally on like the line of it. Like half of Clarksville is on the slight risk and half of it's on the marginal risk, but most of it's in the marginal risk. So Clarksville, I don't know if Clarksville has to worry about too much, but they still might get some pretty strong storms. But Nashville, Murfreesboro, a lot of stuff is in the slight risk. A lot of cities in here. So yeah, we're gonna possibly expect a few tornadoes inside the slight risk too, and in parts of the marginal risk. But after that, then we have like a large marginal risk expanding through Alabama all the way up into southern Ohio. So that will be another risk for severe weather. If you're in the green, yeah, you have a lower chance to see very strong storms. But if you're in a slight risk, you have a little bit more of a higher chance to see some stronger storms. So let's check out the tornado risk for this area. So this is the tornado risk. So if you're inside this green, you guys have the highest chances of seeing isolated tornado or two. The biggest concerns are going to be severe storms and hail. but we cannot rule out a tornado within this circle. This is our wind risk, so the whole risk here is going to be possibly expecting some strong winds. And the main reason why we have the slight risk is because of hail. We're going to be seeing a lot of hail inside this yellow. Hopefully not, but it's likely. So let's check out the future radar for tomorrow in these areas. This is our future radar. This is NAMNEST. That's what the radar model is called. I wanted to use the HRRR models, but it wasn't really working very well, so I'm just going to use this one. You can see the line of storms. So this is what we're expecting for the future radar. So you see some of these storms up here in the Midwest will start popping up over here. This is for the 6th, which is actually today. And then as the storms continue to move eastward, this severe weather, we can't confirm anything with this radar. So this is just what we think is going to happen. And you can see the line of storms kind of start off in Indiana. It's going to be causing some rain through Indiana. Then it will go into Ohio, kind of like this, and causing some rain in Ohio on the 7th. And Indiana will be seeing the rain on the 7th as well, mostly in the morning time in Indiana for the rain. Looks like Fort Wayne might be starting to be impacted by rain, like 7:30 into then we'll probably end around 9 a.m., maybe even longer than that. But that rain will kind of go through that area. And then we'll still be seeing some rain in Ohio, but you can see some of these storms down south start to pop up. And then these are the severe storms that we need to watch out for. And let's get a closer look at these storms. So we will have pretty much like a cold front kind of moving through as a front, and then you can see some of these storms actually kind of firing off over here. And then as those storms move through, they don't really start getting too crazy after they pass Clarksville. So if you're like east of Clarksville, you guys will be seeing the main stuff. So yeah, a few tornadoes will be a possibility, but you can really see some of these possible cell-looking things that could be dropping pretty big hails, tornadoes and stuff, but the main concern will be severe thunderstorms. If you go down here towards Indiana, you can see some of these storms down here also fire off, and that have a potential to drive some severe weather as well. Maybe even an isolated tornado or two will also be a possibility down there. But after it moves through the severe risk, then all of that stuff will be out of the way. But yeah, that's what we're expecting with our severe weather. After that, on day 3, which is for November 8th, we will have another marginal risk in effect for the same reason as the other one, because some isolated strong storms will be a possibility. There is a chance for tornadoes, but I think the biggest chance for tornadoes will be for tomorrow on the 7th, but there's still a chance for tornadoes on the 8th inside of the circle. Main concern will be severe thunderstorms and hail, though. I'll keep you guys updated with the snow, because we don't really know what's going to happen, because we don't really know anything about the snow too much yet, but I'll keep you guys updated with it. Let's talk about our Pineapple Express a little bit more. So I did a live stream on this Pineapple Express because we actually did have like a few tornadoes in Washington and some water spouts. But this is the future radar for our Pineapple Express that's going on in the Pacific Northwest. So this is what it's looking like right now. It's going to be dropping a lot of rain. Some severe winds are a possibility with high winds. We're also expecting some winter storms up here in Washington, and then nothing will move out of here, but I think the worst part of this Pineapple Express has already passed. And again, I've said this multiple times, but a Pineapple Express is when moisture builds up at Hawaii, the Pineapple State, and then goes up towards the Pacific Northwest. It causes some chaos there. So that's what a Pineapple Express is. We're also actually expecting some gales and some rough currents on the northeast of the United States on the coast. So just make sure to check your beach flag, as there might be some strong currents out there. Thank you guys for watching Electric Tornado. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you guys in the next weather update video.